With the new GDP growth rate numbers out, the India story remains positive. It's positive just not from a national standpoint, but if you look at India, compare it with other comparable economies or any large economy in the world, then the numbers do indicate that we are headed in a positive direction. But there are obviously concerns. The manufacturing sector needs to grow more. Inflation is a constant concern, perhaps less than it has been in the past, but perhaps a lot more needs to be done as well. To discuss that and a lot more, we are joined by Mr. Dinesh. He's the new CII president. Thanks very much for being with us. So let's talk first about the GDP number, 7.2%. That is higher than what was initially projected. Is this where you expected India to be at this stage?
Thank you. And yes, to a great extent, I think it's nice to see it slightly exceeding, but we were hoping actually it would be so. And that is because when we looked at the survey which we had done with our CEOs, we actually found more positive feedback coming in the last quarter. But having said that, that gives us the confidence and the comfort that the year ahead, I think we will not only be able to weather the global storm, but also make sure that the India still stays, as you said, way ahead of the rest of the world. Yeah. So our belief is that that places us in a very strong position to be able to get a 7.5 to 7.6, and I would veer towards a 6.7 rather than a 6.5 as the rate of growth.
The IMF has projected, about 5.9% next year. Significantly lower than a lot of our own projections. So how do you actually assess that?
No, I believe that things are definitely far better at the ground level than the 5.9%. That's why I'm saying that we are looking at around 6.7% rate of growth. And if you look at all of the factors at the ground level, I think that would be a more likely scenario from a CII perspective, and which is exactly what I think has happened in this year as well. As you said, the number has surprised on the positive side rather than as was expected that it will be lower.